we're back in the Misty Forest, and there is a flashing quest symbol. So let's go and check that out. Whispers of Fate. Pat, pat, pat. Pat, pat, pat. Mook you! Does that tickle, Corgan? Mook you! Pat, 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 pat. Mook you! Mook you! Wow, this is the epic story, alright. I sense someone. Someone's coming from over there. Who could it be at this hour?
So, this is the place.
Look you!
A dragon's child and an ill-eyed girl. What is the meaning of this?
This man. Those eerie eyes under his hood. He's not human. A strange being. Corgan, get away from him. Go and call everyone.
A strange being, am I?
What's so funny?
Art thou not one as well, ill-eyed Kuritzia? Dost thou not realize? An ancient power dwells within thee. A ruinous force that brings calamity.
You? How do you know about me? Oh, right, alright, little one, I'm coming, so stop pulling. What? Who is this guy? Everyone! This man.
Oh, a legendary dragon, an ill-eyed witch, and the first alchemist. Indeed, this place alone seems straight out of myth.
Wait, you know this guy, Kettle?
Kettle? Is that thy name now?
There's no need to be alarmed, everyone. This man's name is Demetus, the Exile. He probably doesn't intend to harm us. The Exile? A pitiable being who, having touched the world's taboos, is forced to serve the gods to atone for his sins. Although in his case, even the god he served has abandoned him.
Thou hast not changed. Indeed, I now wander the earth, aimless, having lost meaning and purpose. But, hast thou found it, that meaning or purpose? It seems I am too young to understand eternal suffering, Kettle.
I'm a wandering alchemist just drifting with the wind. I might find meaning along the journey, or perhaps I won't. Demetus, may I ask the reason you've come to this land?
The demon that had lurked here since ancient times has vanished. Tephra, I believe it was called. I merely stopped by to see what was happening. No, perhaps I was drawn here by the foul scent of fate that permeates this land. Pitiful, foolish, detestable children abandoned by the gods are about to start another frenzy. Interesting. I shall stay here for a while and quietly observe how things unfold.
Your journal, Whispers of Fate, has been updated. +1 karma! Already at a max of 100, so that's always going to be karma lost and appreciated. Yeah, this place has nothing yet. We're just shipping people back and forth. I've managed to get all of the livestock from Vernus to here. I haven't yet converted them. It's because it's going to take time. So, like, the sheep, the game just, I don't know why. Maybe it's because it doesn't want you to shear them right away or something. So it's got to give you some sort of 10-day turnaround. But yeah, I can't convert these guys. But I had to turn them into residents to move them. I'm hoping that changes in the future, but that system is completely clunky and not appreciated. I have all of these people listed as residents, except for a few people that were livestock. These are the Snowpootas that never got converted to livestock in Vernus. These are the characters that I recruited just talking in town, so they could immediately get converted to livestock. Let's see how many people that is also. Counting the actual livestock you saw, we have 172 total residents plus those livestock. I said the word livestock a lot. This is going to be kind of the animal sanctuary, and we'll see how it turns out. Again, if they are picking on the snails, then I'll kick them out and let this just be a snail haven. But so far, I have not lost any snails. None of them have died. All right. So that was that mission. Is there any others? Okay. All right. Well, I mean, we have resin. Probably because I was cleaning up this place a little bit. So yeah, take this resin. Yay! I have 1 influence at this place. All right, I'll record again when the next event happens, because I'm sure that's not the only event. I wonder if he was supposed to appear in Meadow. We could take a look real quick. Oh wait, he's right here.
Gods and old beings are arrogant. Their prolonged existence has warped even the world's principles.
Actually, I don't want you to use shared equipment, but I would like you to go to the other town. This town is not helpful. There's nothing for you here. This is just where my cast-offs from Vernus are. And Vernus is a surplus area to begin with. Alright. Well, you know what? I mean, since we're at max karma anyways, why don't I just take all these? It's equivalent to the same thing as pickpocketing. 1 karma per item. And then we'll identify, and it's probably randomly spawned gear. But he had a magic resistant item. Either that or he has magic resistance on his own. Okay, nothing special there. He's just immune to magic. That's it. He's just immune. Alright, well, take your thing back. I just wanted to ID it. I don't care that much about it. Now we have a number. Okay, this dude could be very powerful. Immune to magic. That's just a thing. The whole point of this was to get away from people. If he starts killing my snails, I'm gonna be super annoyed. I can't get him to go anywhere either. Maybe I can kick... Oh, right. Puppy cave. One thing we can do is, looking at the residence board or residence book, we can actually make him move into the Hearthstone, and we should be able to move him there. Since we can't talk to him, we can actually just forcibly use the game mechanics to move him around. Let's go ahead and now warp back to the puppy cave and bring him over to Meadow. And then we recall Demetus. Just wait here, I suppose, where the quest board used to be. I don't know where else he would be, but we'll just leave him alone for now, and this will keep him out of the way. Also, he should be off of, yeah, he's not on shared equipment duty. So that's good, and he doesn't need to take my stuff. Alright, I feel a little better now. Okay, I was farming around base, and I realized I never actually looked at his stats. I'm not sure if they really matter, considering we can't use him for anything. Unless the base were to get suddenly attacked or something. He is an unknown age male. Parents were a red spirit and a pushy champion. He was born... Oh, it's almost his birthday, actually. I wonder if that's random. So he's got 100 in stats, 150 in mana. That puts him already above random general NPCs you find. His stats themselves are nothing to super write home about, aside from his magic. So we can obviously see what slant he's going to, being Mr. Wizard and everything. He has a good number of general skills, so we don't actually have to train him in too much. He is a servant of God, but he doesn't have any of the apostle benefits or even the faith benefits. Does he even have the faith skill? He does. I do remember that Kettle did say that this dude's been abandoned by God, so that makes sense. He can cast it. I guess when he casts spells, he gets an extra projectile, so if he casts 1 magic arrow, he gets 2. I don't know. You have knowledge of magic. We already covered his resistances. This is just his gear, just random stuff that he brought. Oh, apparently his long staff had a name. It's the God Gundog. It's kind of a cool name. Alright. And his starting attributes were Rumor as his job. Rumor is something that's unique skill to him, just as Loito has administration as his work, and his hobby is walking. Alright, let's go ahead and... He does not accept new jobs, which is fine. In fact, the latest version of the game, which I'm not yet running, but I probably will soon, Korgan, Kettle, and Kuritzia will have permanent jobs. So I guess it's good that I didn't update yet, because I was able to teach them all the skills that you learn through doing the job, such as doing self-harm gets you anatomy, doing nursing gets you regeneration, stuff like that. Though you can always give them enlightenment books. Let's go ahead and take a Z. This is normally my character's room, but because I'm bouncing back and forth between the bases, this is just an unclaimed room. I wonder if he's going to claim this bed. That'd be silly. Okay, I thought there was going to be another cutscene, because that was a very long delay. But I have noticed that my game is lagging a little bit more ever since I recruited those 400 people. Even if I'm just like opening my inventory here, it doesn't normally take that long to open my inventory. But it does now. At least I feel that way. Maybe it's just my imagination. Oh, it's good. Next quest. Okay. I can't sleep. What that man said. It sticks in my mind and won't go away. Power sleeping inside me. An ancient, ruinous power that brings calamity. I mean, for a 9-year-old, you're pretty well spoken. Mock you! Ever since I met Kettle? No, since I started living with Loito and the others, I've had fewer nightmares. I didn't need to think about who I am. But, Horgan, I...
Can't sleep, can you, girl?
Demetus.
The power dwelling in thine eye. It seems thou canst not wield it yet.
What do you mean, my eye?
That light, when the red calamitous light dwells in thine eye, chaos will descend upon the world. Ill-eyed girl, thou knowest not yet thy destiny, but in time the moment will come, just like that day.
That day?
Dost thou not understand? Surely thou hast not forgotten the tragedy that befell thy village.
My village? How do you know? We've never met before.
Is that so? Such a curse even I had not seen before. The red light that dwelt in thine eye, was it the flame of hatred or an ecstatic radiance? And this single night thy village was—
Stop it!
Whoa.
Okay, that I like. That was a nice effect, given the limited animations we've seen before. That was a pretty nice effect.
That voice. No, how careless of me to bring up the past. Thy power, indeed. We have all been carefully watching over thee, who inherits the ancient bloodline. Girl, did you think it was mere coincidence that Kettle saved you that day?
Leave me alone. I don't want to hear any more of your stories.
Thou knowest nothing. That man is merely using you all, saving your life, bringing you together with the dragon, all for his own selfish desires.
I don't believe you. Everything you say is a lie. Fuck you!
Oh, the dragon responds to thy anger. It's intriguing that a human can connect so deeply with a dragon. Even so, this dragon, though still young, a child of the steel dragon. A magic stone? A stone vessel. Oh, I see. So that's how it is. The night grows late. Before I depart, I shall tell thee one thing, ill-eyed girl. That dragon child is too small. By its own will, or perhaps by some other force, the dragon's growth is being suppressed. Unfortunately, at this rate, it will not live long.
Horgan! Wait, explain what you mean!
Ask Kettle. It seems he's hiding many secrets from you all.
Did he leave? Okay, good. Because if he's gonna leave, I'm gonna take all of this stuff back. Even though it was his stuff to begin with. He didn't like us anymore for the conversation. That's sad. Neither did she, but she really likes us a lot because we murdered a lot of people. Killing people brings you closer together, after all. We probably need to bring some more beds over to the Misty Forest. Well, an easy way to make bunk beds, let's see, I think it's the blacksmith table. Bed. So there's two types of bunk beds. The one that holds capacity of 4 creatures and the one that holds capacity of 8 creatures. The one that holds capacity of 4 creatures only has the one bed underneath. It does not have anything stacked on top of it. It's hard to see, really. Like, here is the one that doesn't have the thing above it. And then this is the one that does. But because of the way the animation or picture is, it doesn't even show a second bed on top. But rest assured, this does have 2 beds. This is the same thing that's in the tavern down there. So you can make it out of scrap and just whatever. And we have so much like wool and stuff laying around because of all the animals we used to have here. Anyways, I probably am going to bring some stuff from Vernus over to Misty Forest, pass things down, since we did bring over 100 animals over. So I'm sure they can spare some of the bunk beds. Also, my Hearthstone, although this place is still level 1, and I probably will need to raise to level 5 to properly use the teleportation network. Because I think you can only access teleportation features at level 9. Oh, yeah, I did mention last night while I was recording that will tell you, hey, what can you get at certain things. So by looking at this, in Vernus it says unlocks the 3rd land feat. Yeah, that's why up here it may matter, like if you had fresh air then fertile or fertile then fresh air, it may matter to you. But ultimately we're going to level things past 7 eventually, right? So I'm not worried about it. It's like being worried about reaching level 12 in swordsmanship when I know that you'll eventually reach like level 60. The music is good. I mean, I like it. I just don't. I just still am always gonna think, yeah, epic story of my foot. The quest board has another flashing exclamation mark, so we're continuing. Creeping shadow. The night is quiet. Not a breath of wind. An eerily quiet night. You're there, aren't you, Demetus?
I cannot hide from thee. Thou art as ever eluded, at least in appearance. Even now, having become such a being, speaking with thee reminds me of when I was human.
When you were human. Indeed. You always had a habit of sticking your nose into everything. Roaming around my companions night after night, spinning strange tales that's just like you. But is that all? You're getting too involved with that girl.
Just an old man's concern. That girl is dangerous. Thou knowest what dwells within her eye. The ill-eyed is the stone vessel, and even now the magic stone sleeping within the dragon child seeks its vessel.
Demetus, I appreciate your concern, but as long as I'm by her side, the magic stone will not awaken.
I see. If the first alchemist says so, it must be true. Even so, Eludin, fate will find Corizia and Korgan. The rumor of a dragon child living among humans will soon be known by all. Of course, none would dare to harm the dragon, save one. There is one who knows the legend that the magic stone was given to the steel dragon in the time of King Zashim, one who has been desperately seeking the lost magic stone since the dragon's death. That one will hear of the dragon's child and understand its significance. That one will hunt down Corizia and Korgan.
I sizzle.
Yes, I sizzle, the dark abomination. Once a mighty sorcerer who did earn great renown, now a foul creature ensnared by the magic stone, fallen into darkness. And thy pitiable disciple, whom thou couldst neither slay nor save. What wilt thou do with that girl? Eventually she will either become enslaved by the magic stone, be used by him, or be killed. Do not avert thine eyes from the truth, Kettle. There is no salvation for that girl. Thou art about to repeat the same mistake. And thy leniency will once again bring calamity upon this world.
Still working on Misty Forest, and we got another quest prompt. Hot topic. Okay. This one of these events. So you see, my goodness, really. Ever since that Demetus showed up, the atmosphere has been heavy. Corizia has become withdrawn again too. He just keeps spouting words that stir up anxiety. Quite a troublesome man. But Lord Loito, I don't believe he's truly a bad person. I think Demetus is sick at heart. Sick at heart? I can't say for sure, but there's something deeply twisted within Demetus. Behind that eerie appearance and the way of speaking, I wonder just how much pain and sorrow he's carrying. He's a very intriguing person. Now that you mention it, Lady Ferris, your eyes always seem to light up when you're looking at Demetus. Oh, he is a creepy man, but he doesn't come across as purely evil. Demetus the Exile. Wonder what he was like before he became... and what caused him to become an exile in the first place. One day I'd love to hear a story from him. Looks like the next quest is available. Into Darkness. Everyone gather up, please. Everyone, may I have a moment? Fuck you! What's the matter, Kettle, at this hour? There is a danger approaching us. I want you all to know about it. A man who was once my apprentice and the power smoldering within Corizia's eye.
I see. My head feels like it's going to spin.
The ancient witch's blood that runs through Corizia, and then there's the magic stone within Korgan's small body. If what you're saying is true, Kettle, and Isizel is coming for the magic stone, then we must prepare immediately. We have to protect Corizia and Korgan. And there you are again. What's so amusing?
The safety of the girl and the dragon child is of no matter. The world itself shows signs of its end due to their very existence.
What do you mean, Demetus?
The old ones bring naught but calamity and stagnation upon this world. Their mighty existence imposeth meaning upon us, and robbeth us of the creation of our own meaning. It is for this reason that the gods did cease their meddling with mankind and departed from the earth. Children of the gods, the old beings wrought by the gods, should follow their example as well. To put it plainly, the old ones who bring naught but misfortune to this world should vanish. Keto, thou shouldst have slain Isizel, and thou shouldest slay this girl and the dragon child as well. Forget not the calamity thy leniency hath wrought.
Hey now, hold on a moment. I can't just let that pass. Who do you think you are to say such things about these children's lives?
Corinthia is a dangerous being, thou knowest it well. The girl's ill eye wrought death to an entire village, and that power hath not even awakened yet.
But what triggered it? It was not the superstitious villagers who drove Corinthia to the brink. She didn't even understand her own power. Blaming her for that is just too cruel.
Then for the sake of mercy toward this girl, dost thou not mind if this world perisheth?
Well, that's... I don't mind. If this world denies Corinzia's existence based on such reasoning, then might as well perish. Fuck you! Lady Ferris, isn't that going a bit too far? No, Lord Loito. Corinzia is a dear companion to us. I will do whatever it takes to protect her, even if it means defying the laws of this world. It's only natural, isn't it, Lord Loito? Oh, of course. You have opened my eyes once again, Lady Ferris. Fate of the world, or whatever, that's not my concern. Corinzia's destiny is hers to decide. We won't let anyone dictate it. Not a sizzle, not anyone. That's all there is to it. Naturally. Fuck you! Besides, Demetrius don't lump Corinthia with dangerous freaks like Sizzle when you talk about old ones. These two spend all day cuddling and calling each other Mama and Corgan, you know? Ferris, Loito.
Fools, swayed by emotion, unheeding of reason, thus the same mistakes are repeated. Ye know not, ye cannot say, nor can ye slay, and therein lies a suffering unbeknownst to thee. Thy softness shall bring naught but further sorrow upon this girl.
Demetrius, it's her, isn't it? You still think of Telesia?
Telesia. She... I see. So that's how it is.
Her resemblance, and I, of all people. Well, I suppose we still don't know each other all that well, but that's something time can solve. For now, let's all work together and think of a way to drive Isizo away. I agree, Loito. I have some thoughts on that myself, but perhaps we should leave it at that for today. Dawn is nearly upon us. I think it took us all night to reach such an obvious conclusion. Tran, you've been listening, haven't you? Looks like things are going to get pretty busy from now on. Alright, we have another quest marker. Voice in the shadow. I feel like there's someone behind me. What is this chill down my spine I've been feeling? This voice, could it be? Show yourself, Demetrius. Lady Ferris, what are you doing? O daughter of calamity, thou shalt bringeth ruin upon this world. Why are you mimicking him? But you nailed it, Lady Ferris. It seemeth I am still too young to knoweth eternal suffering, Kettle. Please stop, Lady Ferris. My stomach hurts.
Well, dost thou findeth mirth in this?
What meaneth this? Don't look! Ah, Lady Ferris! She ran away. Looks like we have yet another quest. It's all this talking. Dost thou possess knowledge of the arcane, Spellwriter?
Tran, I have words for thee. In times long past, when I yet possessed the form of a mortal man, I delved deep into the runes, and mastered the art of spell writing, a rare skill now lost to those who dwell upon the earth. Since I took my abode in this place, I sought to watch over thee from afar. Yet if thou art to confront a sizzle, my knowledge shall be of dire need. Shouldest thou seek the aid of magic, come forth unto me.
You complete the quest, Spellwriter. Okay, let's... Okay. Alright. Well, let's first ask questions.
Dost thou seek my knowledge?
About spellbook reservation.
Well, thou art intrigued by magic, art thou? If there is a spellbook thou desires to have copied, then leave it to me. To decipher each rune of such an arcane tome requires time. Should I deem it worthy of my attention, I may see fit to create a copy. There are rare books that even I must labor over them, but given sufficient time, a flawless copy shall certainly be within my power.
Okay, well let's reserve some spellbooks. We'll also invest as well. But yeah, let's go ahead and just immediately start stacking this dude up. So I did not actually prepare this closet of books for this kind of case. I just had them here mostly because in Ilona, the first game, you could essentially have a new game plus. So I had the best blessed one with the most charges out of every spell, and it's in alphabetical order. The game automatically puts in alphabetical order, but it's always reversed. Even if you were to select sort and ascending, it still just leaves it in this order. For example, Acid Arrow alphabetically, and then you get Bane and so forth. All right, what do I? Well, I definitely need Return. I was running a bit low on that. I did manage to get a book, and my character has really high literacy and memorization skills. So that gave us what? What was I? I was like at 30 before, right? It basically doubled it. So we're gonna look for the Return. Do I have a Blessed Return? I do, with 3 charges. Not that great, but it is something. That being said, I don't really need it to be blessed. So if we're gonna make copies, I just need to find the chunkiest return book possible. Like I'll take a cursed one with 9 charges. Also, since our silver bells are bathing, they produce pots of water. I've actually got 1 pot of water from them already. And that's not much, but I already get 1. So essentially I could have all the blessed books I wanted, really. So these are just ones I happen to find or buy naturally. I did not make them blessed. But yeah, I'm gonna need to find a chunkier version. Not 3 charges is kind of lackluster. So what other spells? I really like Incognito. We'll take that as well. And I don't know, Evacuation, I guess? There we go. So we'll work with these 3 first. Again, I didn't prepare this in the event of Demetus, though the original owner did have a spell writer like this. Let's go ahead and reserve 3 spell books. Take these 3.
Take a look at my waves.
And yeah, he's not able to copy them because it does trigger the 30 days till next restock. All right. We also may want to invest. Let me think here. How's my investing potential? It's at 117. So it's actually fairly high. Magic capacity is not so high, but investing is high. Magic capacity, I assume I have to go to Lumius to train that. That's why it's probably low. Because I do frequently just chat with these people, like my trainers here, to see if there's anything I need to bring up to 3. Pickpocket, of course, is the only one that I really have that goes higher than that. So yeah, I guess we can do some investing now. Alright, so I'm gonna do kind of a very slow process of this because I want to know at what shop levels we get more. So we'll give him we'll bring him up to level 11 to begin with. But we're gonna do this one at a time. Okay, at shop level 6, he went up to reserve spellbooks 4. So maybe every 5 levels? So let's try that. Okay, we're shop level 11. We're going to close this window, open back up. 5 spellbooks. Also, I don't know for sure. I may have to run a test on this, but even though we have 5 and the Yivlopedia says 5 is the max for Kettle, if I'm reading this page correctly, it suggests that the higher my investment in Kettle, the more copies I get. So let's say he has a shop level of 3 zillion. I might walk away with 3,000 food instead of 30. So it may still be worth it to continue to invest in more, but we'll see. I'm going to assume it is every 5 shop levels. According to the Yivlopedia, it says that I can have up to 10 books registered after making investments. When my mouse cursor disappears, that's me alt tabbing to check it out. Okay, so let's just go and mass invest now. Let's see, does it go up? We went to 7, okay. So we're gonna want to go up 15 more levels. And one more. Yep, there we go. We're at 10. And I'm going to assume that at 35 it was going to be 9. All right, so I got to find... Okay, well, I'll be figuring out the books. You don't need to sit with me as I do that. Though I might just bring in like 10 return books one day or something. Especially since we're starting to fan out. Though I don't really need that many returns because eventually we're going to have Teleporter Network. But that's something we're going to figure out. Then does that mean I'm actually done with the Demetus thing? Yeah, probably. Okay, so we're going to actually... Oh, he doesn't join. I wonder if I can move him myself. Like, if I kick him, can I kick him into my house? And rather than having to be out here, I'd want them inside the keep. We may rename this like Meadow Keep as well. I'll think of some names. I like the names we currently have for them, like Briarblade Arsenal and such. I'm probably gonna lose karma for kicking them across the field, but I think we're gonna do that. I'm trying to get my party to leave him alone so I can walk past him. Alright, so if I were to kick him, will he move south? Let's try. Oh wait, I know a better way. I know a better way. I'm going to move him to Hearthstone. I'm going to grab this. Recall him. And then make sure he's... So we're going to say you can move now and then just tell him that I want him to stand there. That way he's not going to try to go anywhere else. We'll just put the Hearthstone back. There we go. I don't have to kick him across the field, though that would have been comical. I have now updated my game to patch 23.65. I was playing on 0.55 before. The latest is 0.75, so I'm still behind a patch. But this one involves or adds the Fortune Drum. I've heard a bit about this. I don't completely know everything, but I've heard that people die because they get a boat and it's too heavy. Here to spin the prize wheel, huh? Let's talk. Okay, I guess that's all. Does he have a card? Does he have a figure? These are the questions I gotta know. Supposedly if you take this from the place, you only can get loser prizes. As in, like, there's only the failure prize. We do have one ticket. Yeah, we started the game with, I guess. Not game. When we loaded our character into the new version, we have this one ticket. I don't know where we get it. It may have just been a gift. So we'll go and use it. But as far as I understand, you get these by crafting. In fact, we could take a look at some of the crafting tables here. Oh, it doesn't show. Maybe not that one. Let's try this Tinker's table. Yeah. So you see these owed tickets, and in fact, we might be able to craft. Well, I don't know if there's anything we can craft here without like getting tightrope. We might not be able to craft anything. Never mind. We'll do it at the base. But supposedly, everything you craft one of, you get a ticket for that, and that's it. So let's go ahead and roll our old ticket. First prize is a lucky coin. Second prize is a noble bear. Oh, I want one of those. Material hammer of paper. I don't know if it's of the month. I have 5 days to do this. I need that material. Well, I don't need. I want that material hammer. I don't know what I want it. I don't know what I want it for, but I mean, having it on hand would be nice. Yeah, I think I'm gonna head back to base. Right now, well, we were working on getting books for Demetus, and at the same time, still trying to shore up our third town, Misty Forest. It doesn't have any walls or anything yet. It just has a bunch of livestock sitting there, but it's working. I mean, it gave me a pot of water, gives me a couple fertile eggs, which I don't really do anything with, because I don't really want more sheep. If it was silver bells and bomb rocks, sure. I don't have a bomb rock yet, but we haven't made our way to Lumius. I keep getting sidetracked on stuff like this. I have 5 days to get this material hammer of paper. Yeah, we're heading back for that, but let's try. We might even get it now. Okay, we got a scrubber. So was that the humble gift there? I didn't even see anything happen. I think the patch allows me to buy new items for Loito as well. So we'll head when we head back. Actually, we'll head back now. We don't have metal is not our home right now. So let me. A cool package. Oh, I didn't send it. Let's see what you guys sent me. A trash bag, thanks. All right, where's Loito? He's generally gonna be hanging around the farm. Loy. Oh, okay, he's still asleep. Dude, alright, I'm gonna kick you. Let me see your home equipment. We can limited stock, recipe of big shipping chest. Alright, that's part of the new content. I guess that's it. Maybe what I'm thinking of is added in the 75 patch. But there's supposed to be a way you can brush animals, I guess. But that looks like it's probably going to be the 0.75 patch, which I don't have installed yet. But we're going to do a lot of crafting. Like this boomerang. I crafted something like 34 for the new town, so that the snails would have a boomerang. They probably won't be able to kill anything, but they're dying all the time. Something will walk in like a turkey and they'll just kill my snails. So yeah, we should get an old ticket if we do this right. Let's see here. We need some grass strings, actually. Probably need a bunch of them too. So we'll make a chunk. How about 30? All right, and then we picked up an old ticket. All right, that's all we have to do to get them. But you only get one per item, so I will be going through and crafting one of everything, whether or not I need it. I probably won't need it, but at the very least, I'll be able to start filling in some gaps on my spreadsheet. Gaps makes it sound like I filled out more. At one time, I typed in the name of everything in this carpentry table, thinking like, oh, I'll just craft one of it and sell it at the shipping chest, then write down how much it gives. Well, unfortunately, I make things like Madam's Table or whatnot, and that's like, oh, that's a modifier. I don't know if that's not going to be good info. So I never actually sat down and tried it. But I guess this is our chance to do so. We crafted everything in the in the carpentry menu. We just finished the princess bed last. Just go straight down. As we neared the end, some of these were worth 2 tickets. So that's kind of nice. I think would have been nice to also know that they were worth 2 tickets in case that affected your decision making. I had the resources to build things in carpentry. That's not something that just by this point you should have those resources. I'm just saying if you were working on it, trying to optimize your old ticket findings, I think it would have been good to know what's up. Let's go ahead and race on over to Tinker's camp. We'll also tag this sorrowful cave on the way in case we need to teleport back and forth fast. Oh, hold on. Let me write this stuff down right here, because I did say I was making notes about all this. Give me 1 second. Okay, that's taken care of. Let's try. All I really need is that. I mean, not need. All I want is that paper hammer. The first prize. I think that's limited in the patch notes for 0.65. That's the version I'm running. You are limited to 10 lucky coins, so I'm not too worried about that. I just want the material hammer. Okay, we got it. I saw it change over there before I saw it happen over here. Oh, I see. Okay. I think it's dropping something I'm supposed to be picking up, I guess. I don't think I'm supposed to just sit here and use these old tickets like this. Okay, let's stop there, because we did get the Humble Bear as well. Oh, was it just queuing up the rewards, I suppose? Was that what those little orbs were? Okay, but we did just get the Noble Bear, and then it looks like maybe we picked up a Platinum coin after that as well. That's fine. I don't mind that. I would have liked to stop as soon as we got the Noble Bear, but I'm not personally worried about it. I don't know if... I'm assuming you can get more old tickets just by playing the game, even if you were to have crafted everything in the universe. Otherwise, there's a limited number of old tickets, and if it resets every month, you will be out of months. You'll be out of tickets for each of those months. But yes, we're done for this month. I'm not going to roll any further. Now, if I were to steal this, from what I've read, you only get the lose function, the humble gift. I don't think that's because the game is trying to penalize you. It's probably... I'm willing to guess that this is probably tethered, code-wise, to the area. Meaning, if I were able to get to Port Kapul in 2 days, I wonder if this would be the same prices. We could try. We could try running over there. I don't think I'll make it into that time, though. I am wearing my speed boots, and the closest teleportation I have is Vernus. The patch notes said Port Kapul, Tinker's Camp. Let me see where else it's supposed to be. Hold on 1 second. It says lottery machines, so that's probably not the same thing as the fortune drum. So to me, this is a lottery. The lottery machine might be something specific. So why don't we head over to Ovina and see what that actually is. On the way to Ovina, let's go ahead and craft the... where is it? The Whistle of Peace. I've been eyeing this for a long time. I've always wondered, where do you get a noble bear? Where do you get a noble bear? Well, for the fortune drum. Now, that being said, I know we can get it from the little garden, but I wanted to see if there were other opportunities that didn't require me to spin something. Stealing is generally how I take everything. All right. Well, since this is going to be our whistle piece, maybe we want to make the best possible. Not that it makes any difference. So let's see. Like that. It gives a +7 healing bed comfort, +4 price copy fee. I mean, that looks pretty solid. Oh wait, this has +4. This already has price and copy fee. Okay, so I need to not use the gold ingot. It's gotta be something else. Okay, I've decided on mica because it makes it the lightest possible, and I assume that the hardness of this won't matter. Because we're not doing battle using that item. Now, it's not acid proof, which it would be if I picked another item. But I don't believe acid would hit this kind of thing. And if it does, typically you're allowed to use acid proof potions on things that could get hit by acid. And I mean, sure, there's probably going to be a time where the game overlooks something and you will not be able to do that. But for right now, I think this is going to be fine. This is the most tags I can get on it. It doesn't help at all. If anything, it makes it worse because if I wanted to make it copied, I assume it's not a consumable item. It would be horrible if it was. Okay, we have built the Whistle of Peace. We also got a lucky coin out of that. I didn't realize that. I was assuming it was going to look like a platinum coin, like one of these. So let's go ahead and use that. Lucky coin has been added to key items. Key items. Key items. Coin said to bring fortune to its possessor. Let me check I'm recording. Yes, I'm still recording. Good. A little worried there. Until you blow it again or leave the map. Well, let's try. Peacefulness fills the air around. Peacefulness is no more. I like that it's two different whistles. Most like high budget games don't even do something like that. There might be a go there command or something, and then if you hit the button again, it rallies the troops to you. It's always the same sound effect. Also, we get tissues from it, as well as scrubbers. We sold the scrubbers, but the tissues are made of blue soil. We could try dismantling that. I don't know how much blue soil we have. And now we have 14 more. Okay, let's march on to Ovina. Get my traveler set equipped. And we did also, since I feel comfortable using potions of water, or pots of water as the game calls it, to bless my items because we have an easy income of them from our silver bells that are bathing, I went ahead and drank an ether body. One of the reasons why I was holding off on it, because I figured I should get the most for my mileage by blessing it. So we got our life back. That's why we went up like 100 points. We used to have a 200 max. But most importantly, we are able to equip things on our neck and our back. So that'll raise up some of our stats again. For example, for a long time, I was not able to wield my cape of pickpocketing and my necklace of pickpocketing, which really hurt. It really did. Because I had just reached a threshold where I was able to pickpocket very difficult people, and then I got knocked back down. Okay, it's Ovina. Oh, I also brought something. We parted on bad terms with Theolucia because we kind of murdered her as soon as we arrived in town last time. Unfortunately, we did not get to 75, but that's okay. I have a gift for her. It's to make things up. It is a bread with lots of positive stats, and you can ignore that poison at the bottom. It means nothing. It probably won't kill her. It might, but... Oh, she didn't even eat it. Darn it. Probably because she hasn't been alive that long. That's why. They have to be alive for a while before they get hungry. Darn it. I'll come back with more poison in the future. Okay, so lottery machine. I'm assuming it's down here in the central area. Yeah, that looks like a fortune drum to me. Is it 10 lucky coins per month per prize? Because that other place, it didn't say out of stock or anything. So I thought, from reading the patch notes, I thought it meant 10 permanently, forever. That's all you can ever get. But could I just keep stacking luck? Huh. Well, anyways, this would be why that when you steal this item, you only get the humble gift. I don't believe it was ever intended to penalize the player. I believe it just assumed. I know a very small amount of programming knowledge, right? I don't know how to make a full-fledged video game. I just know a very small amount. But since they added fortune drums to different areas, the prizes themselves are linked from that area, and thusly, when you remove it, it can't pull up any proper conditions or flags or whatever you want to call it, right? So that's why you only get the humble gift as the loss option. I really don't think it was ever intended to be some sort of penalty to the player. You get a younger sister, huh? Okay. Speaking of which, we should probably recruit that older sister, the younger older sister. That's what her name is. I think she's called the younger older sister in Mycelia. Okay, well, I'm not really worried about getting a second noble bear. I just wanted the one. I don't think we need the small electronics. That's just like a microchip, right? I don't know. And this is not the lucky coin, so we would not spend our tickets here. But that's good to know that each place has its own thing, so you could kind of operate in that area. I'm not going to have enough time to reach Noel or Noel for sure, but that's definitely something to think about. We are working on building up our teleportation network. I don't have power in the third place yet, but I have bought 2 of the teleportation things ahead of time. Some time ago. I don't know when, but you need 2, right? That was just something that we did ahead of time. And did I get the medals on this? The weird thing is, because I had to run so many times getting the medals for the video, that I don't remember if I get it on my main dude or not. Okay, yeah, we at least have it from here. Is there anything to do while I'm here? Because it's kind of a waste to run all the way down to Ovina. It's not as bad as Noel, but it does feel as the butt end of nowhere. We might be able to find some... Where are the mermaids? Are the mermaids not around anymore? Did they get get nerfed out? There used to be a mermaid hanging around there. Maybe she... There's one up there, I know that. Oh, she was up here, I just didn't see her. Get a couple pieces of scale, which is unfortunately just fireproof, that's all it is. So I probably will never make anything out of it. Alright, anything else while we're here? I don't think so. We re-entered this place because I just realized since it is almost the new month, I might as well hang around and find out what the fortune drum offers in the equivalent of September in this game. See if the new patch allowed you to sell anything new. Nope, still sell the little wooden statues. Alright, let's see. Well, what can we do? Are there adventurers here so I can get a... Yes, there are a couple adventurers. Santa Claus. Okay. I don't see anything that looks like an evil Santa Claus. Maybe he doesn't appear in telepathy. Oh, he's right in front of me! Petty Defiance, Santa Claus. That sounds like it could be a hero name. Well, I mean, this is our chance to use that. Why did I get interrupted? I think because he caught me, that's why. I'm not sure why my character keeps frowning at Mincis, the security guard. Did I succeed on that one? I don't think so. There, I succeeded once. What did we steal? We stole a pair of glass-like gloves. Not even worth it, Santa Claus. Alright, let's deal with this. Oh, up here in my magic, I have no idea how I got this. It may have been from sleep. I don't remember ever picking up anything that looked like a rod of resurrection or anything like that. But I definitely did not find a book of it. So the only thing I can think of that gave me this spell would be from sleep. Yeah, let's see what we got. Deep grass floor, awesome. Dual wield, that's kind of cool. Microchip. Glittering cloak. This is the only interesting thing, and it's not even all that hot. I want to try it with a small item before we risk anything big. I know I haven't said what it is yet. I could try it on this. Increases casting ability, which is good thematically. I don't know who would ever use a staff. Alright, let's give it a shot. I'm gonna take this, I'm gonna hand it over to this infantry. Grab. I thought I grabbed it earlier. Okay, so I'm going to give it to him. Now we're going to execute him. The black cat licks the luminescent long staff. And so now it also has sound resistance, maybe? I forget what it didn't have before. It may have been the fear, but it looks bigger than it used to. So it has been licked. And maybe the only thing difference is that it has right underneath fireproof, it's licked by the black cat. But yeah, I will try to find more creatures like that we can innocently kill, because that doesn't cause us karma to murder people inside these places, which is fine because the monsters leave them alive. So just because these guys are not hostile to me directly, well, they are denizens of this evil place or wicked place or whatever you want to call it. Like, that's not me making it up. You have to think about it. A lich is hanging around, it's like, oh, there's the infantry. It's like Joe clocking in. It's time for my monthly checkup. In 10 days' time, we will also be talking about Demetis, but for now, oh, it looks funny because the text is right in front of his eyes. But yeah, it is time to check the wares. Now, I did update the food when there was still 1 hour left to go, assuming it'll work fine. Or not. Oh, no, stop. I really hate that. That's the, like... Oh, you know what? It's probably because I was waiting right here for the thing. But if his wares are empty, that's really annoying. Is it because he fell asleep? Is that why I couldn't talk to him and it just defaulted to whatever game? Wake up. Okay, I was a little worried, but I think the last time I tried buying stuff off of a kettle, I also went to sleep, or something similar. I don't want to sleep. Those mats exist solely in my army can sleep, but I don't even think it makes a difference. Let's see here. So we replaced the silver wolf with whole roasted mammoth. Well, I mean, because we already cooked the wolf, and also, I mean, it didn't turn out right. I was thinking like, okay, I've prepared a few dishes. I know what I'm doing. I can make a really good high-end dish. So this is the copy of the whole roasted silver wolves we had before. 20 strength potency, 18 strength, with a total of 32 nutrition. This one is 21 strength, 17 strength potency, and 30 nutrition. So it's got +1 strength, -1 potency, and -2 nutrition. So I actually think it's worse than the silver wolf. Let's see here, the Oppie Nut Caesar salad, that is an improvement. I managed to, we haven't finished growing the Oppie nuts because I wasn't really working on those. And when I decided, at the beginning of last month to start growing Oppie nuts, because I prepared some dishes, I think, okay, if I could level up some nuts, that would be really good for this dish. So I did, and of course I decided to keep a couple strains here and there, not just one. For example, the corn, I think we have 3 strains that I've been focusing on. Let's see here. Wait, why do I have 2 of the same? Oh no, it just claims it's they're different. This first one is a metal unit that gives. Wait, no. This is bomb rock. This is bomb rock. That's why it's endurance. This one right here is the silver bell. It gives me 32. I always want to say personality for might and magic. It gives me 32 perception plus 13 perception potency at a incredible 48 nutrition. This is probably my best dish ever. And this one I think is the same. I wasn't able to surpass it yet, but I have been working on some other mushroom strains that should maybe push me over when we are able to prepare the ingredients. I just barely squeaked in these items before the hour ticked by, but apparently I don't even need to be on punctual, because if you are punctual, he doesn't have anything in his stockpile. Alright, and of course we got our copy generator. I'm just curious. Okay, I'm just curious about something. Hold on, I will buy them, but okay, this is a copy. I think this is all going to be one episode, but I'm going to see if the price is the same, because it doesn't look dramatically different. I know it has the super rare level 5 price copy fee, but why? I don't know why this doesn't. I mean, it is a copy of a copy, so it's supposed to be cheaper. So we're going to go and buy these up. Okay, we are 1 hour away from restocking. Let's just head over real quick to our barn, our barracks. Wait a little bit. I want to get there pretty much as soon as he I was clicking earlier. I want to get there pretty much as soon as he allows restocking to see if he has the same bug as Kettle does. Yeah. So right now it's completely empty. We'll just wait a little bit and come back. I would like to try to narrow down this bug. I assume it's not that I had to sleep. And my dude's actually starving. I need to eat something too. I assume it's not that I have to sleep, but a little bit of extra time has to pass. Yeah. So if you are right there as soon as the hour ticks over, you can't do anything. All right, the books that we have, and I'll talk about the food in a second. Just buy them up. We have Cure Minor Wound, Cure Critical Wound, Evacuation and Return, Identify, and Incognito. Then we have the battle skills. Like, you can cast Speed to craft faster, but it doesn't last that long, so you won't really get your money's worth out of that. This is really if you need that extra oomph in battle, whether to fight or flee. We have Summon Undead Sisters, Earthquake, and Meteor. I wanted to add Summon Shadow, but I didn't think of a skill that I wanted to have less of. Maybe Incognito, because I've been trying to be a bit more sparing with that, and my pickpocketing is high enough where I don't really get caught all that often. Once I put my gear on, I'm about in the 180s, and most people can't catch me. I might replace Incognito in maybe a couple of months. Shadows, they are the little black ghosts that float to the enemy, and then they explode in a devastating sound ball effect spell. which does destroy walls and stuff around them, and could hurt your teammates if you don't have a lot of control magic. I'm okay with that because I'm a charisma-based build, so losing 1 or 2 here and there as a gradual process of battle, that's okay because we have the Missionary of Darkness with us who will revive them as they fall. However, in a pinch, just for now, Summon Undead Younger Sisters is probably the best of the 3 summons. You have a Summon Animal, which will give you things like llamas and alpacas. You have Summon Undead Younger Sisters, who do carry gear on them. And then you have Summon Shadows, which are kamikazes. Earthquake, I've never noticed it hurting my own people, so maybe it can't. I'm not sure. Meteor, on the other hand, is pretty devastating, and I might want to not use it anymore. How do I phrase this? Because of its unbridled friendly fire applications, I probably don't use it as much as I would use Earthquake. So having a whole book of it isn't necessarily that important to me. I only cast it when I'm not going to be in an area, such as when we're doing a hero fight or whatever. And also, with the recent patch that I'm working with, which is 0.65, again, the most recent version is 0.75, the 30-day turnaround has now become 28, which will make it easier for me to move things over to the first of the month. Both because I tend to be, I guess, I tend to like things that are really organized. And so most importantly, it will make me more efficient. As it is right now, I kind of have to start heading back to base around the 7th, whether that means return spell or I get ready to just camp right outside of Kettle's place. This results in me wasting a little bit extra time waiting for both Kettle and Demetus on different days. Additionally, if I happen to miss days, then that's also lost efficiency. So if I don't remember, it's like, oh, it's already the 11th, which I think did happen. I was a few days late. So if I just notice, like, okay, it's the 1st of every month, makes it super easy. So yeah, we'll probably try to cycle this over. So the recent patch will allow me to every month move things back about 1 or 2 days. I say 1 or 2 because of course I have to be here right at the moment he allows for a transaction. And for all we know, it's going to be 28 days and 23 hours until restock. This will not tell you the number of hours. All right. As for food, the whole roasted mammoth that I had made this turnaround for Kettle, it's actually not as bad as I thought. The previous month of food was mostly strength potency. That's like raising the maximum possible strength, but it doesn't actually raise your strength by itself. Now, that being said, it's 20 strength potency, 18 strength experience. Whereas other ones kind of flip-flop. It gives you 21 strength experience and 17 strength potency. So maybe eating a mix of the two is not bad. Let's go and take out 1. We don't want to carry these food all the time because unlike the food I buy, this does rot. I mean, even though it's a copy, it says it is fresh, whereas we take a look at the food I buy, there's no it is fresh. Speaking of food, we are actually not food, but I mean, kind of. We're running low on money. I've already withdrawn the last 500,000 out of the bank. I've earlier deposited $1 million. And I was thinking, like, I'm just going to keep depositing money and getting rich and rich and rich. Well, first off, I have never made any money off of Vernus. That unfortunately has not raised anything for me. In fact, it's been depleting money. Number 1, I do buy food for them, and I know that they don't die if they don't eat. I get that. But I am trying to make sure that the guards are capable of holding their own, because I've had a couple of firehounds stroll through and murdering people. Even though I took the snails out so they're not dying by my own friendly fire anymore, and that was intentional friendly fire, by the way. I watched one of it happen. I think I was putting stuff in the fridge when somebody just said, like, ew, gross, and then threw a bottle of salt water at a snail, and the snail instantly died. So I moved the snails after that reason. But if people are dying a little bit, it's going to be okay as long as the town is being prosperous and I can just revive them later. So I give them some food so that they can get some stat growth. No, I don't really worry too much about it, but I do buy food when it's available. This is for my base, however. This is the food for them, these dishes. So I buy it if I see it, and then I just toss it in the fridge and don't look back. I don't try to say, like, okay, here's the city guard, you can have this food. I did give guards specific weapons. The mascots, they use bows because they have the highest bow skill, and the snail torturers use guns because they have the highest gun skill. The reason why I do that is, and I let them do shared equipment. In actual fact, why don't we go head on over there? Let's go ahead and just drop off my fish. We'll worry about sorting that out later. I've got 2 fish lockers. I do buy the fish, by the way, because I don't want to fish for Akado, but sometimes it ends up in the locker and we still don't get it out into Akado's altar. So we're gonna head over to Vernus Mine and then just evacuate on top. Oh, wait. Oh, okay, I did buy the books. For a second there, I thought I forgot. Okay, and I like to head southeast so that way when I pop out and I enter the town, I'm facing the correct direction. And otherwise, if I'm facing like northwest, I end up on the far side of town. Here, let me turn on telepathy and my vision. Where's my binoculars? So if I'm walking northwest when we cast evacuation, my character will actually emerge from this side of town, just dependent on his facing. Okay, couple things. These bunks, they've been here before during patch 55, and the town does look like this during normal time, even at night sometimes. But with patch 65, they don't congregate in buildings as much as they used to. In fact, they can clump up in the beds. Let's actually see if we can get to nighttime. So this was not a thing that happened in version 55. In version 55, they were still in the streets just as you saw before, but heavily packed inside these rooms. Just like seriously packed. And I'd have to spend, I'd say, a good chunk of the morning if I chose to, moving from building to building, playing music. Well, in patch 65, they spawn in on their beds, and they can have more than one in a tile. There could always be infinite number of NPCs per tile, but they didn't do that naturally without player intervention. Right? I could go to the Hearthstone right now, summon the entire town, all 400 people, and just spawn them on my tile, I would assume. As long as they don't move and don't let any time pass, they'll just be there on that tile as I talk to each person. By entering the town now in version 65 at night, they will all be there, allowing me to just run up and play music for all of these people. Which is going to be the great majority of my town. Like, not many people have bunks elsewhere, right? Most of the beds are right here. So this is actually pretty good for leveling up music. In fact, it might even be faster than just running around playing music. Like, if I had stayed here and not have left earlier, I could be playing and still be playing at 3 in the morning and still not have hit everybody. You see that some people are already dying? That's one of the reasons why I cast telepathy and I use binoculars. It's not there. Where are the people dying? No, seriously. I don't think it's that dude. Oh, right there. This guy's killing people. That's not a friendly. Yeah, he just went inside and murdered the entire group of 4. Okay, so here's how I give stuff to this team without driving myself too crazy, because it is a little annoying still. Each of these boxes is at a negative priority. So like the top box is -1 and the lowest box is -5. That way, when I head up here, if I wanted to see if there was an overload of gear, which might happen depending on how much stuff I bring back, the top chest will let me know whether or not there's anything left to look at. So when I go ahead and start chucking things in, this is stuff that we get in the most recent dungeon. So we'll just throw that in there. And when people wake up, they won't change right now, but when people wake up, they'll eventually start putting things back in this shared cabinet, like right here, because this has a higher priority. And if this gets full, then they'll start putting it on the top crate that was empty here. Right? This is -1 and this is +15. And then if that one's full, then it'll go into the second one and so forth. So I start at the tail end at -5, and they start at the high end, and we kind of meet in the middle, or is a circle. I'm not sure which way is the best analogy for it, but eventually they'll take these things if they think it's better. So that's one of the reasons why I'm actually running low on funds. I know that was a really long way to talk about what we've been doing with Vernus, but because earlier I was just racking up the money and I had nothing to spend it on, so I was just accumulating wealth. Well, I have bought 2 extra land deeds. We bought another land deed for Misty Forest. That was actually our first land deed. This is the second one and third one we purchased. I think the first one was about 20,000 or so, and the second one might have been about 100,000, and the third one's about, I don't know, 300,000. I forget how much money each one is worth, but it is a lot. And was it? Yeah, and I think the next one's like 500 or 600,000. And we're down to half a mil in our bank account. We are not selling items as much as we used to. I am buying food and fish. Like this food's just gonna go right into the fridge right here, which is always empty. I've never been able to fill it up. I even tossed in some blueberries, thinking like, okay, I got a huge stack of stale blueberries. You can have this. And they don't eat that, but I guess I should be thankful because I did find a pack of eggs there when we used to have livestock. There used to be a bunch of livestock right here, but they moved over to Misty Forest, which we're heading to next. Let's go and play a little bit of music for these guys before they wake up. This is what it looks like. This is packing my audience in. The only thing that would make it better is if I put in walls so they couldn't escape and they had to listen to my music. Like these guys aren't able to hear me anymore. And I just assume that the AI randomly picks a path while they're waiting for my next trigger of song, and if they happen to be in audible range, they'll throw me money. So if I build walls and then make myself a massive concert hall, I would probably make more. I make about 200 gold per tick, essentially. Even from when I start, still about 200, and from when I end, about 200. We'll try to catch it down here. It's 166, and it does get worse over time as people spread out, yeah. But if they were still stuck with me, they'd probably still keep getting there. There's 205 right there. Yeah, it's an easy way to raise my music skill. I like that a lot. So that was actually a benefit to the patch. I'm sure that the game developer had no intention of making it beneficial for music, but that's how I see it. Okay, let's head over to Misty Forest. So once we've done equipping these guys, I take whatever's left over in equipment, and we give it to the animals. The weapons, remember that they will just grab anything. I went ahead and just got a bunch of crossbows, and let me see here. I think the mine dogs will probably equip soon. The hungry lions will also equip soon. You can see he's starving at the top. The reason why we're not equipping them now is I'm trying to equip the essentials. The snails for starters, because I was trying to save them. I don't know if they'll ever be good enough to do anything, so I gave them some boomerangs. The boomerangs are like 1d50 because I built them at the base, but if I find them on the road, it's like 1d100. So twice as good if you're not familiar with the dice system. They probably won't ever do anything, but I figured if I gave them a boomerang, they won't run up to the bad guy and die. At least they'll hang back and maybe the bad guy will attack someone else. As you can see, they do just randomly show up and start attacking and killing people. Silver bells will probably do a little better. They have crossbow as a skill, so I personally hand out the guns. I don't let them equip the ranged weapons themselves. So this is why this is locked. The other things, such as the back part, snails couldn't equip back items, so there's no back items left. This is not a back. This is one though. Yeah. Bells can equip back, head, and torso. So these things that we picked up from the previous area, we can just start putting those in. The sea lions can equip almost a full set of gear. If we go up to one and start trying to trade, we can see that up here he's got one hand slot, not two, a head, a torso, a back, feet, and neck. He has 2 feet slots, 1 equipable weapon slot, so it's like he'd be holding a sword in his mouth or something. And he does not have a waist slot, but he has 2 feet slots, so that'd be kind of cool. But the reason why we're not equipping them now is I'm not actually as concerned about the sea lions. I'm trying to just save the snails from their own stupidity of running up to the bad guy, so I gave them boomerangs. And the bells are the most important thing of this place. Because with this one bathtub, I was going to say bathing tub, the bells give me pots of water. When they fail, in fact, we take a look. Residents. Okay, so they give me 5% chance of pot of water when they fail to make an egg 19% of the time. I mean, that's not actually how it works. Let me try rephrasing that. So they have a 19% chance right now to give me an egg when he's a journeyman bather. When he becomes a grandmaster or whatever, it'll probably be better. But failing that, we also have a chance to get a pot of water. I don't care about the rubber duck unless I needed to make like a bridge out of over water. But yeah, the bells are the most important thing. They are set to very easy, and thankfully, if they were to die, they do respawn. Alright, what else were we talking about? But yeah, that's where all my money's going, is the upkeep of these bases. And unfortunately, I make no money. Actually, head back to Vernus real quick. I was expecting to make a lot of money in Vernus, and I haven't remembered to check at the first of the month, even though we were just talking about that with Keto and stuff. Hopefully with me setting Keto up to be the first of the month, and Demetus, that I will remember to record this segment. But, okay, here's a case in point where me ending up at the wrong side of town. If we run over to the home board, every time I say home board, I want to think of homeboy. Okay, my taxes are going to be 2,500 base tax. Remember that most of the people here have research as their primary occupation, meaning that they get me tax evasion. It ends up to being about like a 20% of my taxes I can dodge. That's not a lot. As for the money, it always says negative money, and I'm fairly confident that's because I'm way over cap. But I would figure I would at least get maybe, you know, a couple paltry coins per person, right? Even if I get 10 coins per person, that'd be 3,000 gold per month. That's not even. I don't get anything. Now the game thinks I'm getting negative tax, or negative residential tax, which would suggest that I'm paying them 300,000 for existing, which it definitely feels like. I don't know, but I doubt the game calculates it that way. A game like Norland, sure, I can see it calculating how much you put into the economy, because that's one of the numbers that presents itself. I don't think this game does. We've shipped a total of 7,000 coins out of this place, probably by accident, because I want to ship it out of Misty Forest, so that can be level 5. This place is already level 7. I don't know if anything gets higher than that. If we go back to the homeboy, it says here Hearthstone level 7. There doesn't say anything like, you know, extra level there. So that may be cap at the moment, until maybe more show up in the future. But we do have a teleporter already installed here. And when Misty Forest eventually becomes level 5, we can teleport between the two much more easily. Hearthstone is still level 1. I kind of want to leave it at level 1 just because it amuses me at this point, which will mean that it can't teleport out of that base. But it kind of amuses me. It's kind of like this town, right? This town is really nothing more than, I guess you could consider it an ego project or RP or roleplay. Because there is no benefit to making this place look like the original Vernus, other than the fact that I like it. I like it being the original Vernus. Like, this is where you'd enter in from when it says, like, you get a little girl, right? This is where you'd get the quest to kill the Putits, and here's where the Putits would be as a stair. So I put the generator room, because it kind of feels like a generator might have its own cellar one day. It's the blacksmith. Like, this would have already been covered in the original video, but like, that's nothing more than an ego project, right? And that's generally home building in any survival game. Really, typically all you need is a bed, maybe a fridge, and a work table. Building a castle is up to the player, and has spawned an entire genre like Minecraft. But yeah, I don't know. I have spent so much money on these people. I've gotten nothing out of it. And the thing is I might banish them. I might banish them just so that we can get some effect. Like this child, she is set to chores and cleaning. That's what all the children are set to, right? The cleaning is so that they can organize and move stuff around. I don't know how many you need to do well. Maybe you need 1, maybe you need 0. Maybe it'll automatically do it for you if you just leave the town and come back. But still, if I'm 300 people over the cap, and because of that I get nothing, I might need to banish some people. Alright, I think that pretty much covers this month's update on our progress. I'm gonna go back out there and continue working. the most recent build of the game added a big shipping chest, I believe, which allows us to ship 126 items instead of, I don't know, 32. So we're gonna go and craft 4 since we have 4 bases at the moment. Oh, I didn't look at the stamina. Okay, I'm fine. I didn't realize I used up so much stamina on the arrows. Alright, so I am kind of curious about something. So let's go and just drop in, say, this milk of our healer, who is a nurse, so she just randomly drops milk now and then. And then we're gonna try dropping this maniac big shipping chest. We got 2 maniacs, it's not bad. Okay, so the milk is still in there. We'll move it down and we'll open this one up, and it gets shoved right there. Okay, so I'm very curious. What if I put a lot of stuff in here? What happens then? I don't have enough stuff. I mean, I do have enough stuff. I just don't want to go around collecting one random of everything, but we definitely try this out later. I'm sure that we'll eventually fill up this chest. So they are still linked totally. This is obviously the big one. All right, let's go ahead and take that one out. Oops. Drop this one in. Let's see here. This is the old shipping chest. I don't know if these can be sold. We'll just put it in one of these packages for now. This is my 2-cell chest later, but we'll look at that in a bit. Let's go ahead and drop these in. There, and I can't move this window at all. Interesting. I didn't paste anything. I think it just used the old... Okay, so your shipping container, I always knew that they were linked, but realistically it's probably the same window as well, because I didn't adjust any of these things here. This was meant to always just drop in milk, but the AI never did. Okay, that's pretty interesting. Alright, I was gonna move it over, that's all. That's all I was trying to do. Just quickly shove the rice up here so I can fit that. Then throw it in here. This is just extra rice seeds. I just try to keep a few of the high end of the strain, so like learning, this is a low learning. This is only level 3. I've got like level 6 growing right now. I'm not really worried about these because I hate that they don't stack. That's why I'm selling it. If they would stack, I would just keep it. All right, and so we'll drop off these chests at the other places as well, and we'll see if this 1,000 raw food makeshift arrows is way better than any other shipment I could possibly do. And that's just from the blue flowers and oil. Let's go ahead and warp around and take care of that. So first we'll hit Furnace Mine so we can drop off the new big chest. We have arrived. Let's quickly slap down something to shelter the generator. This is completely going to be temporary. It just exists to house the generator. Don't expect this building to be here once we actually start building this place up, which may or may not ever happen. Realistically, it just exists so that I can take advantage of, let's see here, will it still show me locations? The Tragetic Snowfield. I don't know if this is a real word, like tragedy, I guess, but this was the default name before I took it over. When I took it over, it became Snowfield. Well, I gave it back its name, just like Misty Forest. So the things that it has are Ancient Ruin and Monolith. I had actually found Ancient Ruin, which is like plus 10 attractiveness, a hidden stat. That's what the Yivlopedia says. That this is not the attractiveness is itself is a hidden stat, just what the Ancient Ruin does. And the Monolith gives you 15% tourism value. I'd actually found Ancient Ruin and Dinosaur Fossil, but I thought, no, even though they're exactly the same on the Yivlopedia, it's like Monolith sounds way cooler than Dinosaur Fossil. So I kept looking around the snowfield for that, because I figured, I'm going to be playing Elin for a while. This base, it's got to be perfect. All right. Now, I'm not 100% sure I understand how shorting generators work, but if I just place it inside a building, which it needs doors because it's not roofed yet. We're gonna be apparently I only have. I thought I had gotten a darker door, but maybe that's just the just looked darker in the shadows because I stole all of these doors from Noyo. Okay, since it's interior, you can see that the inside became grass. Before I put the door down, it wasn't completely enclosed. All right, now this place will at least run some basic lights and fridges. These orbs, they don't require power. Nothing here is using the power, I believe. Let's actually take a look at the home board. Up top. What's using 60 power? Oh, well, there's that fridge. That's 10. Orbs don't use power, do they? Oh, maybe the teleporter. Probably the teleporter. Okay. Even though it doesn't go anywhere yet because it's not level 5. Can I turn that off? Yeah. Alright, well, we'll leave it on for now. Set ID. Okay, well, I'll mess with that once we actually get our stuff rolling. For now, let's go ahead and get this shipping container. We're going to need you to move a little bit, please. There we go. It's a very, very rudimentary setup. Again, this is really an outpost to take advantage of the tourism bonus. And so I will try building a base that does some tourism. I heard that it will make you pretty much no money. Tourism should not be confused for your home ranking. They are different things. They are similar, which is why people get them confused, in that the best items that you have, it shows up here, right? Your heirlooms. So the Holy Well adds worth to the place. It does not add tourism value. I have 100 tourism value. I'm not sure from what. I'm sure I could start grabbing stuff and figure it out from there, but that's different. It has to specifically say adds tourism value. Let's see if I can find out what it might be. I mean, for all I know, it's the snowman. But yeah, it'll specifically say adds tourism value down here. So if I were to look at the scroll of return, it says where it says it is stolen goods, it'll say it adds tourism value. Things that are stolen still are worth less than things that you either get rid of the stolen tag or you just bought. I have, for example, in the main base meadow, let me see, is there anything else I need to do while I'm here? I guess we were just waiting for that to appear, for the shipping log. Just cast return and hop in one of these ruins while we wait. So let's do the Tainted Cave. So in meadow, I have a bewitched painting that was stolen. I stole it because I saw it had a prefix. And it is still worth less than a normal painting that was not stolen. Okay. Well, let's see here. It was shipped from the Misty Forest. Unfortunately, I really meant to ship it from the Tragic Snowfield. But this is actually considerably better than what we had before. Even though the arrows themselves are worth 0. And I guess it is fine that it shows this because the previous day would have been for Misty Forest, and we made 1,600 and got 0.5%. Whereas this day we made less money by about 300, but made way more than 6 times the, well, not way more. We made 6 times the progression. So I guess it was actually fortuitous that I messed up and shipped it from the Misty Forest, because the discrepancy could have been explained like, well, it's a level 1 Hearthstone. Of course, it's going to get more percentage filled up. So yeah, I'm going to get a bunch of arrows now and get this thing to level 5. Get them both to level 5. I wonder how many arrows it'll take. There's probably a cap too. I don't know. I'm kind of curious. Is there a cap? Let's find out. Okay, I've gone through my base and prepared some sales items. This is nothing important, but we did grab a bunch of branches and all of the flowers we had available. Yes, I did stockpile flowers in the base. Who knew this day would come when when that would pay off? No, it's yeah, we're gonna smash these up, and I should be able to survive, say, dropping 66 and breaking them. Let's see how much stamina you lose for breaking 66 flowers. Not that bad. We should be okay for another heap. Wow, that was not bad at all. Let's try half of this stack, though. Okay, this is nothing. Alright, now we have 214 leaves, 233 total. Let's go ahead and craft. I thought we are exactly at 0 stamina, so let's go ahead and actually take a rest. I took the branches out because I thought we would go, be on the go. That I would do this over a period of time, but it really didn't cost me that much stamina. Got a munch on this. And there's a couple things we want to do in the snowfield, but first off, we're gonna see what happens when I stick in 233 leaves worth of arrows. Let's go craft that. The ones I have on hand. Whoa, that would kill me. Okay, never mind. This might take a little bit. So we'll just... Alright, that'll be perfect right there, I guess. Okay, and we still have 36 stamina, so let's go and do another stack. So yeah, we will actually be doing this on the road for a bit. Yeah, that's good. Alright. Again, I don't really like the rest just because my stamina's low. I want to keep getting other things done, only because I want to fight to the passage of time. That's it. Even though I understand, like, in real time, it'd be faster for me to just take a nap right now. Okay, let's go ahead and recast return. How many arrows did we get? We got 2,000 arrows. Okay. We're gonna head to the tragic snowfield. I don't even know if that's a real word. I want to look it up. There you go, take that. And you take all this while you're at it. Let's see, what else is there to do? I guess we head back to Noyo and see if there's other things we can pickpocket. Well, actually, no, there is definitely something I know we can do. Let's see here, make sure we're wearing our traveling gear. We were not. Okay, and then head our way to Miro's workshop. I don't remember which dwarf is which. One of them is the smith and one of them just talks. Sounds like somebody did an ice spell. Hopefully I didn't have to lose a charge. It didn't look like it did at a glance. Okay, we get 85% with that. So not quite like all the way through as I kind of had hoped. I was hoping that would be enough to just get all the way up to level 5 in one go, because it would be funnier that way. Alright, we have... Since I've cured my mutation, I can not only wear a cape, but I can also wear my necklace again. And I've also cured my strength mutation, so I'm wondering if I'm strong enough to lift this. And I am. Yeah, I noticed when I was in town, I was able to lift something that was like 45 stones. I was like, I bet I can take the snowman generator. I don't know what... Why is it called that? Is it just... Oh, it just generates electricity. Okay. I thought I had to take snowmen and feed it to the generator, and that's why it was called a snowman generator. I knew that this was an item. I just assumed that it ate other snowmen. I mean, that's a very Ilona to do something like that. Oh, I don't know these. Since I've only been to this place a couple times, I actually don't know these guys' interests. In fact, I'm not even sure I talked to these guys because I was recording at the time, and I normally don't chat to animals while I'm recording because I figure that's absolutely no interest to anybody. But I almost never come out. Actually, I never come out here. Let's go ahead and tag him. Yeah, I'll also grab the medals. There's one on each bed. Also, we can just grab this as far as I know. Now, the game may patch to change it, but I can just grab that book. And if it had more than one charge, which it did not, it would still be in my inventory and it would still be good. I wonder if I'm good enough to pickpocket you guys. Ooh, well, they have no more energy now. I hope that's not a problem for anything. Well, they have enough energy for something. I mean, I don't really know what the incinerator does. Do they need energy? I'm assuming that they could still sell stuff to me. For some reason, people feel that a telescope is a rare item that's worth buying from the little garden. And people also felt a wig was important, so they put that in special notes in the envelopedia, as well as the naughty books. Okay, like, no, just pick them up, buy them from a vending machine. I don't know why anyone would ever spend a little garden ticket on that, but okay. Alright, let's go ahead and... Where's my blue person? Kenneth the Golden Knight. She's probably... Yeah, I bet she stopped to eat something. I feel like that's always the case with her. Alright, well, let's see here. Is there anything that I actually want to buy? Probably not. I had 254 small medals. I would like to get more upgrade for my storage chest. The problem is it consumes energy. And just now I'm just now duplicating power generators for myself. My base has 2 generators. My main base has 2 generators. And each of the other bases 2 through 4, have 1 generator each. So I have a total of 5 generators. The reason I mention this is if I upgrade the storage upgrade, it's going to cost more to cool it. Whatever. I wish I'd never get that upgrade. That was so bad. All right, this is probably just to make, when I saw this, I don't know if I will have left it in the editing or publishing, but vertical upgrade for common storage. When I first saw that, my worries were about trying to minimize my base to make it smaller because I was so tired of hiding behind my barrels all the time. No, that must be this container here. So the horizontal upgrade goes this way and the vertical upgrade goes this way for this container. I was thinking it was in the game world, vertical container makes taller. It's like, why would you want to make it taller? No. Now, I'm assuming these things are linked, and now that I have multiple bases, it might be worth getting, but we're really close to level 5 in the forest base. Vernus is level 7. So I think we don't really buy anything right now. We will try these, but at the moment, we have a bunch of things to steal. Like, I want this miniature. It looks cool. We're going to take a peek inside this chest. I'm sure that's just random gear or random loot, but we're going to take a peek inside anyways. Because pickpocketing is a nice way to use stamina slowly without getting yourself killed if you are low on energy. Okay, so he definitely saw that, so we'll just cast Incognito. There's another medal right here. I think that might be all the medals. A Maniac Generator. I would like that, but I cannot pickpocket that, I don't think. Yeah, I tried. It's too heavy for me to lift. Dude, you just fell asleep. This will also cost stamina to play music. I think I'll just kick him instead. Okay. Oh, here's another cool thing. We'll help ourselves with that. There's a cat hiding behind it. Yeah, it was a fireplace I stole. That's the fireplace that's in the snow base. I just stole a few things from Noyo. And it's like, oh, I can pick up the fireplace. I wonder if I can pick up the... That's not what I'm trying to do. The snowman generators. Potted plant. I don't want to steal potted plants. I think that's probably nothing special. We'll try to pickpocket this guy. We'll also blow the whistle so we don't immediately murder him if we fail. So this guy's way easier to pickpocket. Okay, we are done in this little area. Got the little generator that's just free electricity. Oh, okay, it cost me 1 karma. Man, it's easy to do. Just, I don't know, do a party quest. This means I can take this snow generator. The paper generator and take it back home. Alright, this place has more energy than even metal, I think, at this point. This is 300. No, metal has 20 more megawatts or whatever. But we'll take this back to metal, I think. Alright, so this place is solid. How much does this generator weigh? It weighs 5.6 stones. Almost nothing. I don't know where I found it. Probably one of the chests, I guess. Alright, nothing super special for that. These hide decorated gloves might be decent. I'm not too bent out of shape about it being the wrong material, because we can always material hammer it later. And it's just a charisma +1, not anything to worry about. Alright, well, we keep working on those hearth stones. I'm gonna finish up getting the Vernus to level 5. I wish there was a network map I could show you. Actually, maybe if I hop out. Well, let's head over to Noyo anyways then. I don't know if they will have replenished anything. Let's activate my cotton binoculars because they're lighter weight. How far can I drag this? Yeah, okay. So this is level 1, and I've been holding it suppressed. I know it would make more sense to make it level 5 at least, so I can teleport and have it, the administration points get shared to the other places. I just kind of think it's funny to leave it level 1 right now. Vernus is level 7. This is Misty Forest base. That is level 4. And over here is the Tragetic Snowfield. That's level 1. Almost 2. I'm probably going to make this a little bit more central between the workshop and Noyo. So like maybe up against this mountain or something. Yeah, maybe like right here. I think between the mountains would really look cool. So I'll probably try to relocate it there. This forest, I'll probably put it closer to Palmia, somewhere, maybe in this region, or near Speckwing. So like here-ish. Because I plan on making a beach place, whether or not I find it on this beach or this beach, either one, but I probably will not go out of my way to search this one. Even if I found one over there, I'd relocate it over here, so that way I'd have some place next to Durfee and Port Kapul. So I would probably just like relocate it right there. And then this one, I'll probably relocate down here. Eventually, I don't know how long, we'll say 2 years in real time, they'll probably add this continent. Or maybe more in this direction. I mean, there's this whole village. That is kind of far from places. Yeah, I might wanna move the metal like over here so it can be in range of these 2 cities. That still leaves one more base to be in range of these cities here, this village. And in this playthrough, I have not reached the Little Sister place because I didn't know it existed when I first arrived through the Seeker's Keep. And you can't recall to the Seeker's Keep, but you can recall to the Little Sister Village or Little Sister Mansion. And the only reason I found it was because I was looking at the Wikipedia and trying to cross-reference it with my own notes. Yeah, and I did, because there was one I disagreed with where it was found, and one that I found that wasn't on it. So yeah, you can actually recall to the Little Sister Mansion. That'll take care of the Seeker's Keep. So I think I need 1, maybe 2 more bases, and then I'll be happy with a number of teleportation network we've got. Let's return to Noyo. We were there probably around the 3rd of the month to check out the fortune drum. It wasn't anything special. It has not recovered itself. I can see that the chests have still been stolen. On the map, you can see that this church it's in the middle of a snowfield. The reason why that is because I took the doors. I knew I would need doors to guard my generator because I didn't want it out in the open. Because I don't know exactly the terms of engagement for it, but I know for sure that generator is short. The reason for this is the first time I ever saw a shorted generator was in Noyo. It was snowing, it was during like the festival or something, and the generator was just broken. So yeah, I didn't want that to happen to my generator, so I made sure that I claimed some building parts for it. And this place has not recovered from that. Here's the fortune drum. All right, well, let's see. Since they didn't recover, I guess we head over to Vernus and continue selling stuff. We need to charge up Vernus. Does this place have a decent bed? I don't think so. Let's see here. We'll just rest here, it's fine. Eventually, I'll save up enough casino coins to buy the Juror body pillow or whatever that is. So let's just sleep here. I don't think you use the body pillow when you rest in other people's beds. Maybe you have to drop the pillow on the floor or something. Because it doesn't show any animation of the pillow dropping out of your inventory. When you sleep with your own bed, it shows the pillow falling out of your inventory. So yeah, and it also says something down here about it. It says like you fall asleep, you get off enough to see the black cat, but generally it will say something like you cuddle with your body pillow. Alright, our dude's hungry, that's okay. We're gonna munch on one of these, and I'm gonna show you a little trick. I'll probably make a short of this as well. I don't know why I don't know what's, maybe I just speak too fast or something, but my shorts are getting a dislike here and there. So if you like what you see, please go ahead and hit the like button and give me the level of encouragement necessary to say, like, you know what, these tips are helping. All right, so the whole point of why I brought this dirty water, I brought nine potions. All right, so you might remember that I had exactly 12 vomits on me earlier, vomits of Tran, and because I had read somewhere that you could throw vomit at people. It did not seem to be the case. Well, I noticed that when I was vomiting up a storm, on the 10th vomit, my character became anorexic. So what if we just vomit 9 times? So this time we're keeping it under control. See, 'cause what had happened was I was in the Fortune Bell, and I bought all the beer from all the bartenders. There's like 5 bartenders in the Fortune Bell, so I bought all of it. I drank all of it at one go, and I vomited 12 times. On the 10th one, came anorexic. So we're just gonna go and eat now. And drink some dirty water. And just like that. Now we're actually gonna go do this somewhere else, because I will get a slight bonus, a very, very small bonus, if I eat in a dining area. So why don't we just warp over to Vernus, since this place is... We're dimmed, that's right, we can't warp. We'll have to get that out of our system. Let me think here. We'll just go to the Vernus mine. Here's a dining area. I'll just eat on the table like a boss. Try to gauge my hunger level. Because eventually I actually died out of just because I vomited while I was starving. My character died. Yeah, I was at full health. I just assumed you took damage, not instant death. I bring 9, so I'll never go over. And that's what I think we'll be doing moving forward. I may edit this out in the future, video footage wise, and you'll see like my food has disappeared, my dirty water has disappeared. Just know that I, in that case, edited out me vomiting up all my food. Looks like people took my vomit. I forgot that's a thing. So vomit of Tran. Wow, so many people are carrying vomit. It's probably because I'm having trouble keeping them fed, because there's just so many people here. I'm not gonna worry too much about them taking my vomit away. Who has vomit of Tran besides me? I don't know. I don't see it anywhere. Never the child puts away the vomit, but it wasn't listed. At least I didn't spot the vomit of Tran. Maybe when they pick it up, it's no longer listed as belonging to Tran. That might be it. All right, let's see here. Oh, that must be my vomit, and it doesn't stack anymore. That's ridiculous. Whatever. We're gonna sell that in the container as well. Let's see, is there anything else we can sell? I don't think so. I think we'll just take a nap on the bunk bed. Wait, we already took our nap, so now we craft. Let's see here. Ability. Correct. I feel like we should be okay. I had something. I brought exactly the number of branches for each of my 3 flower types, as well as the 19 leaves I had, and I kind of evened out the number of branches throughout my base. Oh, I didn't want to bring 66 fir branches. That's not a thing I wanted to use. That's fine. We probably needed to return back the main base anyways at some point. Anything here? Anything that we need to do? I don't think so. I think we switch to the 7 leagues gear and run on over. There you go. That'll do it. Take this vomit. I mean, even though it's 0 gold, I was previously not shipping it because I didn't want my shipping log to be clogged with vomits and other random stuff. But if it just actually literally gives me, for 0 gold, progress towards the next Hearthstone, yeah, we're doing it. You can have my vomit. Oh, looks like my cotton's ready to go. It's just a bunch of extra cotton seeds I had. Don't think I can farm it right now without getting tragically hurt, but maybe we can pull it off. So I equip my farming and music gear and see how much damage we start taking. That's... I don't want to go too fast because I might need to stop and heal. Okay. That worked out. Just a bunch of extra random cotton seeds. I don't really know what I'm going to do with right now. How much fertility do we have? We have 108 fertility. Okay. I'm not doing anything with all the fertility and all the bases yet. I was trying to focus on getting the teleporters up and running so then I could work at it. I'm gonna get back to it and I'll catch you when my Hearthstone gets upgraded to level 5. Okay, even though this said 97.2%, as soon as I had closed this shipping report, when it had actually happened, the bottom message window just said Misty Forest was level 5. So there is some passive generation as well that happens. And I knew that, it just never seemed important enough to mention, but we didn't quite show the crossing over for the shipping log, that's fine. Although this place is level 1, one of the things we will need to do is set an ID. I don't know if you just type in something, or I'm not sure if they need to be like the same ID or what. So right now I'm just going to type in Meadow. Maybe? And then maybe when you get to pick the teleport, you get to pick which one, or do you have to pair them up like radio frequencies? I'm not sure. We'll find out together. So let's go ahead and wrong button. We're going to go and warp over to Vernus Mine. Oh, I was going to show you that as well. Darn it. That's fine. Well, I guess I could still show you. Yeah, let's head back. Because it'll probably become daytime by the time we run over to the Misty Forest. And Kenneth to go tonight is already carrying an Earth Altar, right? Yeah, I never did actually take that out of my inventory. I had meant to. It's fine. Evac. We're wearing the correct clothing. Alright, so the one on the right, the one we're about to open, is the big shipping chest. And there's more things in here than can fit in the smaller shipping chest. So this is what happens when you open up a smaller one. You get this overflowing status. I feel like I've seen this once before when my backpack was full, and I don't really quite remember what happened, but the game was trying to put something in my inventory. Maybe I lost control of equipment or something. I don't think my bag had burned up or anything. I don't think that was the thing that has happened to me. But yeah, I remember seeing overflowing. That is what happens when your chest is full. And it's fine. It's just as well that we came back, because I did want to drop off that altar anyways. So let's go and sell that. Well, we'll keep the silence, keep the paralysis, sell the slow, sell the weakness, and I think we're good. All right, let's bring that altar in the back over here. Just start throwing it into the room. And just have it's like an attic back here. Also, I don't think I can ID that. That's a godly item. So why don't we? I'm sure it's not that good. Oh, she's asleep. Okay, that's fine. All right, now are we ready to leave? I think we are. Okay, let's go back to Vernus. And I put the teleportation pad underneath the Hearthstone. So set ID, and we'll type in Vernus. Enter a teleport engraved Vernus. Nothing seems to happen. Well, yeah, I mean, the other thing isn't queued up. It is on, however. So that's probably what it is. Each teleporter probably has to be linked up with a single code. So I'll be heading back through. Obviously, I'm going to return to Meadow at some point, right? So it's probably not a list of places you teleport to, such as how it looks like in the recall window. Let's see how we're doing on... You guys haven't really finished picking through it. Yeah. Yeah, there's still a bunch of stuff. But thanks for the Gobi. We'll play real quick here. As everybody's asleep, it is a great time to play. But yeah, I am thinking that it is like a radio frequency. I just need to match up the code word. Now, what that donging sound, that's my people praying. See, I think this place has every altar. I'm not 100% sure, but I think it has every altar. I'm not sure it has elements, maybe. Elements and harvest, I'm not sure it has. Let's double check that. Let's see. Earth, harvest, and luck, that's the order we went in. And then I'm thinking of going healing next, then machine and wind. Yeah, I don't have elements anywhere in here. And then I don't have the moon shadow, the trickery, and the third new one. I think there was 3. Alright, let's head on to the next region, right? Is there... Yeah, I think we just move on. Okay. Set ID, and we'll put it in Misty Forest. It's just see what's going on here. Enter. Nothing seems to happen. Okay, set ID Vernus. Enter. Yeah, and I can go back, right? Okay, so that is specifically has to be coded, and they have to be matching. What happens if I have 3 that are matching? Huh. I'm very curious. Will it just cycle through them? I'm very curious what happens if I have 3 that are matching. Alright. Well, I don't know what kind of good phrase is for this. So, let me think here. For the time being, we'll just leave it as Vernus. And it may stay that way forever. I don't know. I may never come up with a better name for that. Oh yeah, here's all my eggs. Guess we're going to take them all. Let me think here. This place does have an element. We could bring that to Vernus, but that's okay. We just need to try to remember element needs to go to Vernus the next time we find one. Alright, the next thing we gotta do, this place is functional. I need to get the Noyo teleport up and running, which is going to probably take... Well, let's see, assuming that the shipping log is roughly the same each time, there was like a 70% increase. So we'll probably want like 9 or 10-ish stacks of arrows, about the same quantity that I had before. So that'd be 20,000 arrows. Now I could do something else. We could try mining and then breaking them into pebbles. That might help too. I've never actually done that, but it might be worth giving a shot. Okay, while we are here, I haven't actually received any new messages from dropping off corpses. I still have managed to postpone fishing, because it was going to be one of the bases I made, was going to be a beach with a fishing spot. But I haven't seen a message in a while, and I've been dropping off corpses religiously. Like this corpse of Yeet, we'll go and just toss it in anyways, even if I do happen to be maxed. Yeah, no green message. So I might be completely maxed on my faith. Let's pray. Bam, got an item. Okay, and I happen to have, I assume this place has all of the altars. Oh wait, it's over here in the corner. Let's see, it does not have element. Element is just the one I'm missing from everything. So yeah, I can choose healing, Moonshadow, Strife, Machine, or Wind. I think I'm gonna go for healing this time. How much luck am I getting? I hate with the game lagging when it picks a new song. Come on, jeez. All right. Anyways, 54 luck, 25 from the god. So that's okay. All right, well, let me think here. Do I want to go heal? Because the reason I want to go try for healing next is I hear a Paladin of Jur can cast Lay on Hands, which, unlike the D&D version, which just heals some hit points, I think this game saves you from death, like a defibrillator or something. I've never tried it. It's just what I've heard. So my imagination just sort of runs wild with the little scant details there. But it sounds good. I mean, having another lifeline sounds pretty positive. Now, that being said, I would have to have that apostle with me, and I'm currently riding the Black Cat so I can get everything licked, but that's not as essential because I can just give it to something, like this bunny, and then have him lick the item. Anything that is magical can be licked. What I mean by this is, like these 7-league boots are not magical, right? This is unidentified, but it is magical. Let's, in fact, find our... Where's the mage? There you are. Identify an artifact. Okay. You see how there's this border behind it. Anything with a border, whether it's light green, blue like that, or yellow, or dark orange, that's magical. I cannot get the cat to lick this, or my Vendale cloak, or any of that, because it's just not enchanted. Alright, we also need to get this thin dagger examined. So from the Goddess of Luck. Now the patch notes for the latest build, which I'm still not running right now, is something like version 27.84. Says something like there's a faction called Chaser or something for the Ikado of Luck dagger. Let's see, this doubles your luck from the faction. Okay, let's try equipping that for a second. It gives flicks massive damage to fishes. It makes me a better fisher. So maybe I want to do my fishing before I switch over. All right, we can stay this for a while. I'm not really quite ready to make the plunge, anyways. Yeah, because I did intend to do at least some fishing, if nothing else, but to raise the skill. Because I just like getting my character all the skill points for everything, right? Even my let's see here. Even my control magic is fairly okay. It's fairly mediocre. It's 30, but I had to deliberately dip into the negatives for mana to do that. Alright, so this was the Godly Granite Belt. Okay, it's fine. Let's see here. My dagger is 45 plus 3. This one is 46 plus 18, so it's actually considerably more damage. This does enhance my ability to cast magic, however, and magic is pretty much the primary way I'm fighting. Even, yeah, I think we'll stay with this, but maybe one of my other units can use it. Supposedly, I get the bonuses if someone else on my team equips it, so we were at like 54 luck, weren't we? 50, yeah. So let's try just handing it to one of our teammates. Let's leave the barracks so we can find an opening. Alright, Ferris, can you hold on to this? Alright, we got the double luck, and we got the like plus 8, we'll say like plus 18 from the dagger, and then we got double on top of that. 54 plus 18, that'd be 72. 72 double, yeah, that's 144. That's a lot of luck. That means that I now have like double chances to get everything. I don't know. So that, yeah, who should use it? I don't know. Let's see, let's just see invisible. Absorb stamina. Oh, absorb stamina. Interesting. Didn't even notice that. I like it. And what happens if you hit someone and absorb stamina? Do I get that stamina? Probably not. I'm guessing it doesn't work that way. Well, we could try and find out, I suppose. That's not the item. Okay, you take this back. Where is my... Alright, everybody out of that room. I'm trying to find one of my soldiers. Where's my silver witch? Oh, you're eating. Of course you are. You guys. Whatever. Okay, let's investigate. Do you have dual wielding as a skill? You do not. Okay. Okay, well, I don't know if Ferris even attacks. Missionary of Darkness casts mental touches or mind touch or something, so I don't know if she does that either. I think we temporarily I think we temporarily change up our party. Yeah, that's what we'll do. Okay, so why don't you wait it? Let me see here. Okay, I'm gonna double check to make sure everybody has the you can move now. If that's the case, it'll make it easy for me to find them. Move now. Move now. And you can go. Okay, that's everybody except for the 2 people I'm writing and hosting. So now I need to find someone that can just use a close combat weapon. Like Elin the drug dealer or something. Maybe that might be it. Fair damage, okay. Alright, try this. In fact, hold on, do I benefit if you just equip? No, you probably have to be in my party. Okay, so right now I've given it to Elin, the drug dealer, who is not in my party, but is in my faction or team. Whoa! I still get the luck bonus, even though... Okay, what if I just, like, walk out? Here, let me try walking in this tent. Yeah, I still get the bonus. Now, remember that it is part of the faction, meaning that once I change gods, I don't get that bonus anymore, but that's cool. Even if I don't have a short sword user, which I do. I mean, I've got people of all types here. I've got maybe like 2 short sword users and 1 crossbow user. I don't think I have a single bow user though. I mean, the mascots are, but I don't really consider them part of my team. All right, so we're gonna try Elin just for a little bit to see. You are hungry, really? You don't have any food? Oh, you have food. You just aren't eating it. Okay, let's also try breaking. I've never tried breaking any of these rocks, but I heard that you can make junk stone and pebbles out of it. Maybe? No, that's just junk stone. Really? How do you get pebbles then? I thought that's what you're supposed to do. Oh, that just broke this junk stone. Huh. Maybe it's a chance to get it. Or maybe it's cut blocks, perhaps? Let's try a cut block. Some granite. We got a granite stone out of it. Alright, well, let's try it again. See if it's random. It's still a junk stone. Alright, so maybe the arrows are the only thing I can do. Okay, would you finish eating, please? Thank you. Alright, so I'm at 116 stamina right now. Actually, let's also tell our... Hold on. Everybody's... they ran into Kettle here. Wait at home, and I'd like to just chill here. This is the way I don't have to hunt them down. There you go. Just, you guys chill here for a bit. Okay, well, maybe we could just walk over towards Durfee. Okay, the reason why I disbanded everybody is I want just Elin to attack. Alright, go attack that guy. So I'm at 116. You fight. Okay, let's take the gun away. I'm assuming you have to do damage with the knife. And in fact, why don't we tell you that you don't have to stay by me in combat. You can just chase. There's one right there. You go kill him. Alright, let me try taking that for a second. Okay, let me equip it. And just see, do I... Okay. Let's see if it's a random chance or if it's just every time. Because if it's, I say, not that it is, but if it's like a 1% chance, then I can see why she hasn't given me any stamina yet. Okay, so the dog didn't give me any, but each of the hostiles that, that started hostile, that is, has given me. Alright, so these people have not started as hostile, but let's go ahead and just free this person. I could always use more karma. Okay. Alright, so this looks like it only applies to people that were originally hostile to you. It's because not a single one of those followers gave me any stamina. Either that or my luck rolls have just been really weird. Okay, that dude did not give me any stamina. That's the first natural hostile that didn't give me stamina. I'm not gonna bother trying. I don't think neutrals will give you stamina at all. Oh, darn. 120. Yeah, well, I mean, on a consistent basis, when I kill an enemy, an actual enemy, so we'll say 80% of the time, perhaps. Okay. So there's no reason Eden couldn't have given me stamina. We'll try one more map. So you take the blade, take the gun. Still 127. Okay. Yeah, I've got to be the one to do the killing blow. Alright. Still, that's pretty cool. I really like that. Stamina gain, huh? It doesn't give Traveler, unfortunately, but I mean... It just means I have to click one of these buttons as we enter a map. So for my Adventurer setup, we'll put... like this, and then we'll update. Okay, so we'll go more melee focused with those two weapons. Alright, let's see, what else was... Okay, so I think I've finished covered what we needed to, though. So I'm going to continue working my way, looking for the beach, as well as developing the Noyo base as well. Oh, just a grass hammer. Not that fancy. I don't even know what I want to make grass. I mean, I don't think it's going to be lighter than my cotton binoculars. Always troublesome me trying to figure out what to make. What to turn into something. Dude! This is why I just cast magic. Oh, they thanked me. Okay, I've never actually done that. I just assumed I could. Alright, I have done some fairly extensive testing, and the way I edit this video should make my results obvious. But just in case, because I'm also trying to do progression of the game, so there's going to be things in between. But as far as kettle goes, copy of a copy does not make the price any less. If a person has posted that on the Evilopedia, I believe those changes are because of the negotiation skill having improved over that next month. also having things stolen don't lower the cost. So let's take an example here. We'll grab 3 of these generators, and let's go and put the iron one back. I now have 2 paper generators, and as a copy, it might have a lesser value. Let's find a normal merchant, not one of these. That's the casino clerk, kettle, and Demetus. So those are not normal merchants. I need one that I can actually open the trade window without messing anything up. All right, so show me your wares. This one is a copy. It's cost 5,512, and this one is not a copy. The sales price is the same, and when I'm buying them from Kettle, if looking at the footage from, let's see here, August 9th, 489, I mean, again, assuming that the 8th month is August, the not a copy generator is worth 37,968 orens. And then on the following month, September 10th, 489, the copy of a copy is worth 37,923 orens. Yes, there is slight difference there, but I'm willing to chalk that up to me actually playing the game and speaking to people and raising my negotiation as a bard or pianist. Because the other things like the truffle crepes went from, well, it's also not a copy of a copy on the August, 1152 is the price, and then the following month 1146. The other 3 meals were changed. I went from whole roast silver wolves to whole roast mammoths, but I was carefully logging all of this data. And I do try to show it sometimes. Alright, anyways, so you can see that the price is 5512, right? Even though one's a copy and one is not. Now I'm gonna steal from someone. Switch my stealing gear. Watch this. I'm gonna steal all of his stuff just for now, so that I can easily steal the generator from him. Yeah, I'm gonna try to lower the price because I've already done these tests. I'm just basically telling you the outcome ahead of time as we work on it. So now I've pickpocketed everything from him. We'll give him this one. This one is not a copy, but it doesn't matter because they both cost the same. Now I'm gonna pickpocket that generator right off of him. And then we're gonna try to sell it, or look at it. So you can see that the copy is still the original price, 5,512, but the stolen item is 3,062. So I tried giving Kettle stolen items, thinking that it would give me similar, or give me more of the thing. It did not. I was hoping that it would, but it did not. But however, on my test character, investing in him does change. In fact, you can even speed invest into him right before you open up his wares. You cannot register items to copy because that will go ahead and update his wares. It'll then say 28 days if you're running the 0.65 patch or later. So if you try to change the items registered, then it will go ahead and lock in those wares. But you can't invest right now and change his outcome. And that does increase the amount of production he outputs, as long as the thing can be stacked. Maybe I could get 2 generators or something one day if I were to super stack that. I will run some more tests and see if that's an outcome that can happen, but I doubt it. Still, it'd be pretty cool. And maybe in the future they will, because I imagine that such programming to happen for Kettle for non-stackable items, they can then transplant over to Demetus and then work with that. So I'm going to do some more tests, and I'll let you know when I find out that information. Would investing in Demetus make more spell books, and would investing in Kettle create the possibility of non-stackable items becoming more prolific? Okay, that was a bunch of math nerd talk, and I don't know how many people just got bored and clicked off right there, but let's go and keep moving.